I'm Janelle Stelton-Holtmeyer, editor of Modern Distribution Management, and today I'm talking with Jeff Crane, President and CEO of ERIKS North America. Hi, Jeff. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thanks, Janelle.
How's business going?
Business is good. We've got areas of strength and weakness, obviously. We are a business that operates in several of the oil and gas areas of the U.S. market, and so as with others operating in those end markets, we're seeing weakness related to the recent oil price changes. But in general, the industrial economy is growing, and we're benefiting from that and organizing ourselves in ways that we're more and more effective depending on our own organic growth initiatives rather than the economy for our growth. We're very confident in those and growing as a result.
So what's the outlook for the rest of 2015?
I would say cautiously optimistic. Obviously, the oil sector continues to be one where visibility is not great, and the rest of the industrial sector isn't growing nearly as vibrantly as we'd like. So I think we're going to have to rely on ourselves to meet the growth initiatives that we've set for ourselves. We're not going to get a lot of help from the broader economy. So I think it puts a lot of pressure on businesses to develop compelling, aggressive, and actionable organic growth initiatives. And we've been operating in that way for some time now. And our outlook is generally favorable on the broader industrial economy, but it's not going to be vibrant, and we're going to lean very heavily on our organic growth initiatives to take market share and meet our growth objectives.
Well, in your history with Lewis Getz and now with ERIKS, acquisition has always been a key growth strategy. So can you talk a little bit about the role that it plays?
Sure. We continue to operate in an industrial distribution space that remains very fragmented. So we see acquisition as a key part of our growth strategy. It gives us the opportunity to expand geographically to serve regional and national customers more effectively, and as a part of ERIKS now, even global customers. It affords the opportunity to diversify our end market base over time, as you indicated, both as a leader at Lewis Getz and now a leader at ERIKS North America. Acquisitions have played a key role in diversifying our business, and now as a very large industrial distributor, we cut across many industrial sectors. And I talked a little bit about oil and gas earlier, but there's no one sector that we're relying too heavily on, and acquisitions have been a key part of that diversification strategy. And acquisitions also give us the opportunity to expand our product and service offering. So those are really the key elements of any acquisition strategy, and we're no different in how we think about acquisitions helping us to grow our business.
One of the other things that we hear in the industry is that there's a lot of young people who just don't understand what distribution is as a career. What advice do you have for young people who might be wanting to learn more, and how can they succeed in distribution?
Well, I think as an industry, we've historically not done a very good job of telling a compelling story about our industry, and because it has been so fragmented historically, it's been difficult to tell that story in a compelling way. But as one of the consolidators, I can tell you we are telling a very compelling story to the college graduates and others that we're trying to attract to this industry. It's a very large part of the overall U.S. economy. It's vibrant, it's challenging, it can take you to all corners of North America and beyond, of course, and we see it as a very vibrant place to work. My advice to young people coming into the business, because we are serving customers in all areas of the country, the continent, and the world, it requires young people to think broadly about relocation and where they want to work, but that's part of the excitement. It's an exciting industry, one that plays an important role in our economy and is quite vibrant, dynamic, and changing dramatically. So when you're looking for an industry to work in or a company to work for, those are very exciting, intriguing things to think about as you're thinking about making that career choice.
This last question is one that we ask of everyone that we feature in this segment, and that's, what keeps you awake at night? In other words, what three things do you think managers and executives should be keeping front of mind today?
Well, I think just piggybacking off the last question, certainly attracting the next generation of leadership has been and is going to continue to be a challenge for the industry, and It's very top of mind for us. How do we attract, develop, retain the next generation of leadership for our business? That's a key challenge for us, one that we're organizing ourselves around and very, very focused on. Another is now having operated in a fairly slow growth industrial environment, it's organizing ourselves to meet our growth needs based on the things that we can control and not rely on the economy to provide our growth for us. In our case, I think we've been very effective at organizing ourselves and aligning around the right kinds of organic growth initiatives, but that's a challenge that doesn't go away. We need to continue to challenge ourselves to think differently about our organic growth initiatives and how we're going to take share from our competitors and how we convince ourselves whether or not we're being successful at that. Those are really the key focus points for us. And finally, technology and the role technology is going to play in the changing distribution environment. E-commerce is an innovation of a fact of life in our business, and the role it's going to play in our industry is only going to grow. I think the challenge for any distributor is understanding the role that it can play and how you can tailor the use of e-commerce and technology for the use in your business and for your customers. And that is also something that we remain very, very focused on.
Well, it's lots of stuff to focus on, but some great stuff. So thank you so much for your time today, Jeff.
Thanks, Janelle, very much for the opportunity.